Caught in a circle of fear and hatred, violence seemed my only way out.
No, it must have been my imagination. It makes me realize how desperately alone life is.
Damn. I forgot, I guess. Okay. Give me a second. I'm almost there. Let me get the. I was trying to edit my intro so it looks a little bit better, but I cannot get my video to load to OBS for some reason. I think I have to change the way it was formatted in order to do it. But fuck it. We here. Okay. Pictures. Satoshi stats. Header. Bang bang. Let go. I forget freaking Steez's name now. It's on okay, R&B. Okay, just a few more seconds. Now I am officially ready to get this thing going. Alright. 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 And we could. Boom. Transition. Alrighty. Welcome. Welcome all. Let me get my standby on so I can see what the fuck y'all are saying. Okay. Bang bang, welcome. Say welcome. Just need to make sure my cool works. Let me lower my music a bit. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Alright, it seems we're good. Let's get this full screen. I know I'm getting a lot of questions about Ethereum, so I should probably look at Ethereum first, huh? Yeah, I guess let's do that. Let's do that. I'm getting a lot of questions about Ethereum. Like, what's my take on Ethereum right now? So let's take a look at Ethereum real quick. Okay, I need, let's see here. Alright, open this bitch up real quick. I don't like candles. I like bars. Okay. Those are just some old notes. I'm gonna get rid of them. We don't need them. The steam room's a complete dickhead when that is on. Alrighty, first let's just take a look at the daily, the higher time frames, and then we'll dive into the smaller time frames. The very first thing I see when I look at this is I see a decent volume candle. Decent. Sorry, let me adjust my mouse real quick. Alright, cool. I don't like my mouse to be too sensitive for us to like fucks up and shit. Can we shrink this real quick? We don't need that anymore. We also don't need this and this. Alright. What's up, my man? It's been a long minute. It's been a long minute. It's been a long fucking minute. Damn, I need to use the restroom. It hit me out of nowhere. Fuck, that sucks. Anyways. So, again, when I first take a look at this, the first thing you really don't want to see is an increase in volume. Why is this lagging so fucking bad? Can someone tell me why? Let's get rid of this. Okay, that's a little bit better. I'm gonna go ahead and close out of this. I'm gonna open up some things in my dismiss the lock screen to sign in. Okay. Let's open up my Kraken on. I'm gonna see if I can just open up some browsers on my laptop in front of me to help with the load. Okay, give me a second real quick. I'm just trying to make my computer run a little bit smoother. God, so many people are asking me fucking to do shit today. Don't have time for all this shit, dude. Anyways. Bear with me, I know, I'm annoying, fuck. I need a 0, 3, 2, 4. Alright, cool. Open up my Kraken on my laptop now, so I think we're good with that. This is minimize that. Let's get this a little bit bigger. Okay. Now it's a lot smoother. Now I can move my mouse around without it fucking lagging. And I can zoom in and out. Nice. Alright. So the very first thing I noticed is the fact that this candle had a pretty decent volume coming through with it. So that is concerning in terms of someone trying to get in like right now, like trying to buy it right now. It is concerning because this candle hasn't closed. So just because we got bullish divergence coming from this point to this point with the volume, technically, this here is pretty like nothing really happening. So impulse, correction, impulse. Feel me? Impulse, correction, impulse. So same thing with here. Impulsive breakdown, correction, impulsive breakdown. So if we could distinguish these areas as impulses and breakdowns, these being our impulses right here, and these being our breakdowns, we could distinguish that this being one move, a move, a move, but then this also being a move. So that brings back the question, this is really ugly. Like, this is fucking disgusting. Like, this price action that's happened over the past month or whatever the fuck it's been absolutely atrocious. Like, horrible, horrible, horrible. Usually and typically what you want in your WXYs, WXYXZs is this to channel pretty well. Now you could fall out one way or another on some of these, but not much, you know. It likes to stay pretty channeled. And this doesn't really do that, you know. It doesn't really do that. If anything, it wedges. It wedges. So it's very hard to distinguish what exactly the count is in terms of Elliott wave. But that's when you use other indications, other things to help gauge the price action in terms of Elliott wave. And what I mean by that is this right here, the volume profile, is one of the first things I look for in terms of trying to gauge what is happening in price action. Volume is the king. Some may say it's the queen, price action is king, whatever. You do what you want. To me, volume is king, price action is queen. Without Without volume, you don't got, your price action is fake as fuck. The only real thing is volume. Price action can be fake. Volume is more true most of the time, in my opinion. So, in terms of this, what can this be? If this is a move, this is a move. If these are moves, what can this be? I don't really give a fuck. All I know is that it seems corrective. It seems corrective in nature in regards to this first move that moved up here. It seems corrective in nature. And even in the time span of things, it seems corrective in nature. This from the base to the top took what? 9 days. This to where we're at now, 35 days. And you could even say from here to here. That even took double. So either one, you could stretch this out, maybe going here to here. And even still, the correction has been greater than the impulse. Even if you were to say this was the end of the impulse, which at this point, it's very hard for me to say that. Very hard for me to say that. Let's look at Bitcoin to see if I have a reason. Okay. Let's get this. Oh, this was ETH right here, huh? So this is Bitcoin. Where's Bitcoin? I guess this is Bitcoin. Actually, I don't want to ruin this. So let's go here. ETH, Bitcoin here. And I marked this price a long time ago. It's been here for a while, and we finally met it. This is a very important price in terms of a lot of things. What up, bro? In terms of value range pivot, in terms of just support and resistance pivot, in terms of RSI pivot, and Elliott wave extension. This was a very, very confluence zone, and if we can close underneath on our daily time frame, that'd be very, very bad. Bitcoin shows a lot more clear picture than what Ethereum had, to be honest. With Bitcoin, you could clearly say that this is not an impulse, clearly, right? We could all agree that in terms of Bitcoin, this was not an impulse. I don't believe in truncations. I don't believe in that shit. And we obviously, if you're considering this an impulse, it truncated. It did not extend greater than the previous high. So it truncated. But to me, I just don't like running with truncation. So we're not going to say that. So what I'm trying to link this to is, if this is a correction, then we can go back to Ethereum and pretty confidently say that this move from here to here is also a correction. And I am very with that. I am. Like, to me, this made like a B, C, and this C leg made like a, or a WXY. I don't know what the hell you want to call it. But to me, this was not an impulse. This is a move, this is a move, and this is a move. To me, if anything, it was a WXY, double ABC with ABC in the middle. So this was here. All this was correction. Up. Let's get rid of this. And this worked in measurements. I went over this many times, and the reason why I like this is because in other coins like EOS, Litecoin, it might not be EOS, but I know it's Litecoin and either NEO or EOS, that this B was like way down here like this, and it looked like a perfect ABC zigzag coming down. I know coins could be in a different counts, but in general they like to stay pretty similar. It's just how crypto is. You'll move a little different in the interior stuff, but not too much. So if we could now all agree that this center portion is not an impulse, because on Ethereum it did clear this high right there. You see it did clear that high, so it technically has validated the need to be an impulse in terms of extension. It is greater than the previous. But the structure is not very impulsive whatsoever. It is very much corrective, Yeah, you could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, it's just really tough saying that, you know. So, especially with Bitcoin's wanting to be what looks like a very clear corrective move. So with that, we're just gonna say this is the correction, this is our impulse, and this is all we're looking for. So now we're gonna try to find out in time, where can we gauge, or where can we assume we will turn around. So let's do this. This is a fresh and bone dry ass TA. So if you need to be here a while, if you can't be here a while, this is not gonna get done anytime soon, because this is me. This is a fresh TA. This is me opening this shit up for the first time since Thursday. Officially opening it up, looking at the charts. Other than that, I just looked at simple PA and RSI, and I entered a few trades while I was on vacation, but that's about it. We've already extended greater than the 3.0 extension, so now I'm really curious to where's that 3.618. I'm really curious to where are all these threes at now. So let's get this 3. That's a 3.382. Let's get a 3.618, and let's get a 3.213. So it's all okay. Oh God, it's gonna be on. Like, I swear, if we're gonna break out, it's gonna be today or tomorrow. And I have a feeling. Let's get this 4.0 up real quick. Okay, 4.0 is there, 3.618 is there. So I'm really looking at specifically, I'm really liking this zone right here, like the entire zone. Remember, all my vertical boxes are time. I expect price action to react to, so make it turn, or sometimes it could fall back down, but in general, I have to see them as pivot points, possible pivot points, or points of action. So now the second point, the other way you measure time is you take it off this point and then the immediate drop down. So if we could do that, our 3.0 basically is like very simple. Now I want to label this a different color and a little bit larger, like this. Let's label this one. Okay, so basically what this is telling me is, let's see what this does also. 1 second, bang.
You've lost the urge to experiment, to explore.
That's fairly tight, so I'm gonna mark that as well. And this one's gonna be clear. I like to color coordinate my things. See how this is on the 4? The 4 is white. This is next to my dead cat area. I like to label my dead cat area either orange or purple, depending on if it's closer to the 3.2 or the 3.6. This was more on the 3.6, so I went purple. So now that we got very definitive places in time that we should expect a reaction, now let's start getting into the geometry of things. First, taking off the base bottom. I know I had this somewhere already done. So let's do. But I like to do fresh naked TA, especially if I'm gone a while, because then I might like see something I didn't normally see, or I just disregarded to see. And this is literally right on that 1.368.382 extension. So I'm gonna double this up because it's a little under. You know, it's a little under. I'm gonna double this up. I'm gonna label this purple because it's like I say, like I label my things. The max I will allow this is a 1.5. A 1.618 extension from the top will be very concerning. Very concerning. And I would not be very happy to be wanting to cash out trying to long that. Oh shit, I also want to see where that 618 extension is as well. We hit this perfectly. I'm going to have this one dotted because we already met this target. I'm going to shrink it as well. Also change it to the color of the choice. Okay. Then I'm also going to label this 1-to-1 area with a solid pivot here to distinguish where we need to get back over, because I'm huge with the I mean, I don't know if it's a rule previous brought out before me, but I feel like I'm the only one who really fucking talks about it. So again, one of my favorite fucking rules is your extension rule on a retrace. So let's say you get a breakout from here and you retrace. Now, this is where people figure out, okay, do I try to catch a bottom, or is this going to be impulse or a correction? An impulse will not, I promise you, it will not retrace below 1-to-1. It won't. I promise you, it won't wick down there, but I promise you that the close will not be below this 1-to-1. It might wick down there, but the close will not be below that 1-to-1. And I promise that. I've maybe seen it one time where it's disregarded this rule and I went like below on a close, but it was like barely, you know, like the closes were like just right underneath where you could have like been like iffy, you know. But so I'm very big on this, especially if we hit the 1.382 to the 1.618. I'm really looking for that. Anywhere, your 1.382 is more corrective for sure, but if you're hitting this 1.618, 1.5, start looking at this rule heavily on a retrace. And what you do is don't place your bid there on the first. Yeah, you can place your bid there on the first time, but then what could happen is it could hit dead cat bounce and roll back over, and you want to be quick. So if you're a scalper, this is a great scalp. This is one of my favorite scalp plays ever, because you could guarantee you could place the bid at the 1, 2, 3, 6, and I guarantee you, no matter what, it's gonna make a move. It might not make a drastic move, but it will get you a move enough to get you out of the position you entered in with a profit. I guarantee you that. It's always happened. So that is why I want to label this this 1-to-1 extension, because to me, if we cannot get back over that, we're fucked. We're really fucked. Like bad. Like bad. Now I need this move right here is so tough to gauge. This is like so tough to gauge. I can't even explain to you. Like, because you can tell this moved with this and this moved with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's definitely a 5-wave move, and if it's gonna be correction, it has to be a W, X, Y, X, Z, right? Or because if it's a sure, that was weird. If it's a ABC, ABC. See, this took about the same time. This about took that time. Truncated, and then we roll back over. I'm just trying to get a decent Elliott wave count so I can get a better gauge of what's happening in the interior. Because without a decent larger time frame count, it's kind of hard to gauge the interior. I like this as the ABC. Could hit literally like a perfect 1-to-1, and then this obviously was a correction of some sort. We stayed in a flat. So now if I'm just looking for like another could this be an ABC? We'll see here. If this is going to be a WXY, WXY, this has to be an ABC in here somewhere. But to me, this looks more impulsive than an ABC, right? But it's not a very pretty ABC either. Like the A is so big in like range compared to your B, and you definitely want this C leg being at least a 6. And it's definitely not. It's definitely not. You know, your 618 is way down here at the. So it's very. This is like I'm telling you. This is some of the toughest. It's like back when we were up there in October time. I have no doubt this was a correction. This was a flat of some sort. I don't know how the fuck you want to call it. What are we gonna call it? I don't know if you want to say this is the end of the flat, or this is the end of the flat, or that is the end of the flat. But this was a correction. This is the all move. Now we're just trying to gauge if we're gonna break down and where we're gonna break down. Before I get into the smaller time frame, I want to look at the daily RSI. One thing that's crucial right now is that we're above 40. If we could stay above 38 is the magic number. We'll be good for a possible rebounding contest up, or you know. But if we get through this. Ranges are so important on RSIs, especially on your higher time frame, like your daily and especially your weekly. If just on a single close could tell you the direction of where you're gonna head the next fucking week or two, you know? Like, I can't show you an example right here, but they're very important. And a bear range is your style. $34. Oof, that's ugly. You see, when you look at the daily RSI, we have not cracked that, nowhere even close to the bullish side. We have stayed in the bear side this completely the entire time. Let's look at the neutral real quick. If we could pivot, I'm not going to be entering any longs right now, but if the daily could pivot 2 daily pivots above this, I know this is cracking. We'll look at a different, we'll look at Coinbase, RSI, as well as, someone just told me Binance is 34 and I believe them. I don't need to check that. So let's check Coinbase real quick. Oh shit. Yeah, Coinbase basically is the same spot, right on that line. Like today's close is gonna be so huge. So huge. 12 hours underneath already. 12 hour was a great breaker. If you're playing this breaker right here, that was a great break right there. It was even on the 4 hour. The 4 hour play is the best in my opinion. You had this to that point right there. And as soon as it broke under right here, retested right there, that was your entry. And he had RSI rollover, like so many reasons. Like the RSI rollover, broke under, retested, underneath that 30 zone. I guarantee you had some sort of call on Chevy on this side. All reasons to go short on the 4 hour time frame. The question here is though, you know what? I like this ending right here. Like this. I like this being a WXY. WXY ABC. Or whatever you want to call it, an ABC, and it's kind of truncated, which I'm okay with here. And this was your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How to gauge anything? If okay, the only issue with this is we don't know if it's going to be an impulse or an ABC. This is the bear's count, obviously. To me, I think we'll put in an ABC instead. Like an A. This is B. You can consider this A, B, C, and a truncated C here, but I think I can get a 5-way count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's ugly, but you can possibly get one there. That's very tricky because in terms of time frame, this looks a lot better than this. You know? So let me look at this one more time real quick. It's about 30 minutes. Yeah, that could be, this could all be the correction here. Which is, I'm totally fine with that. Cause I'm in the subway count. I like this being your 1, 2 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And leading, expanding, flat. I remember I was looking at this last night. I was so tired. I was like, oh, let's get a leading, expanding, flat when it broke down. And it was. So 1, 2. You could say this is 3, 4, and this is 5. I like to go to your RSI to help you gauge that. And it can be. This can be your 3, 4, 5. Very much can be. 3, 4, this is all 5. But to me, I like your 3 not being done. And this is your 3 finishing right here. Let me find one more low at least. And now for the hard part is because in general you want your impulses to be a little bit shorter in time in general than your corrections. This was shorter than this, but this took a more range than this. So I'm liking this. I am liking this. I'm liking how this is looking in the subwave count. I really am. But the question is, are we gonna get an ABC or an impulse? To me, I'm more with the ABC. More with the ABC. Coming ABC rather than your impulse, because just the entire structure is hard. It's very hard to fit this being an impulse as in your entire structure, because that would mean you have to be. This would be all A. This is B, and this is C. That doesn't make this. It looks very ugly, you know. Like what? Like what? In terms of time frame analysis, your A shouldn't be this long compared to your B. Your B in your ABC should be the longest in terms of duration and time. It should take up. It should look like this, you know. It should look like this, you know. A being very strong in range, B being very strong in time, and C being very strong in range as well. That's how your ABC should look. And if we fit it just like this and throw it on the chart, it's so hard to get this B count. Like how like what? Sure, you can say this is WXY and the X heavily truncated, but like fuck, are you really gonna do that? That looks horrible. Horrible. That's why I'm really with that WXYXZ thing. That's the only thing that really fits, honestly. Like this is just atrocious price action. WXY, this is X. So if this is Z, we're gonna look for an ABC coming down. Okay. So first, we're gonna look at that 1.618 extension from this to this as our max, because an impulse will get over that 1.618 extension. An ABC shall not. Although I have seen ABCs do that, very rare, very very rare. One big WXY. It's just the size of this in terms of range is so small. It just sucks. It really sucks. Like if this got up to at least like right here, I'll be a lot more comfortable saying this is an A, B, and this is C coming up right here, or your X leg, like that, you know. Or whatever. I would much rather this get up here to really show me that this X leg would make more sense. This, no, I don't see this as a 1 through 5 at all. Oh, this right here? Well, if you consider this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what the fuck is that? What is this then? You gonna ignore it? I can't ignore it. I just can't ignore this. Way too hard for me to ignore. And I'm really not a big fan of truncations. And that truncated at the top right there. You know? Very hard. Very hard. To me, this is like a quick ABC here. Followed by your X, WX, Y, your X being a triangle, which was a triangle. A, B, C, D, E. Nice projection on an E candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for your A, B came in a triangle. A little break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for C. From there to there. So to me, just put in a there's just really no other way I could count this. Like the only other way is being a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but then you need your 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and this is 5. To me, that wouldn't make sense because your 4 in terms of time, right here, your major 4, to here to here, took up way, like way too much time. Oh shit. Way too much time in regards to Elliott wave to fit the criteria to what I want. Yeah, whenever you expect them to alternate, but not alternate that drastically. The rule of alteration is not like fucking just because wave 2 was 4 bars, now wave 4 has to be 24 bars. No, it's not that drastic. It's more like if wave 2 is 10 bars and wave 4 is gonna be like 14 bars. Just barely above or just barely below. And especially like this, if you see wave 2 be 10 bars and a quick zigzag, then you could expect like wave 4 to be more of a flat or a triangle going greater than those 10 bars or whatever the hell I just said. Anyways, so this entire price action is just atrocious. The reason, and I lean to other factors and other things to help me gauge what it could be, like where certain patterns are found at. Like we know triangles are absolutely not found in wave 2s. Absolutely not. And this was just too clean of a triangle to just disregard. Too clean. Too clean. A, B, C, D, E. Way too clean of a triangle to disregard. And so it works really well. In my opinion, it works really well. And even here you can say this is A, B, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So to me this works really well. It does. It works really well. But now we're just trying to gauge how far along are we in this. We already see to me this is a really good 5-wave break from this point. It's a really good one. This went really sideways, and this is obviously a very clean break. Now we're just trying to figure out, are we actually done correcting and can we long and move up? Is it safe? Or should we wait and try to find more confirmation? In my opinion, we need to wait. If you're short, I'd have a trailing stop, like right here. Because this is your validation point of 1, 2, 3, 4. Disregard this big blue. Okay, right now we're leaning with the ABC rather than an impulse, okay? So if we're running with this, let's get a gauge on a 1-to-1. And we already hit a 1-to-1 perfectly. Literally perfectly. So I'm not going to mark that. And this 1.236 and 1.382 are literally right in the hot spot that we've already marked previously. So I'm going to leave that. If we get down here, I'm going to label this as zone . Okay, if we manage to swing, what I mean by this, ABC invalidation, look for a 1 through 5, is if we swing below this, expect us to do that and come back down one more time. Remember, one of our favorite rules is after we get that 1.5, 1.618 extension is that we don't retrace past this 1-to-1 right here. This is usually really tough. Typically it's right here, but especially right here. And so we will do this 1, 2, 3, make a triangle or ABC or some shit right there to roll back over. And that's why I'm going to have this as your ABC invalidation for 1 through 5. We've had triangles in the past that ended up being a different count now. Yeah, but that was prior to... That was us saying this was a triangle, and then it breaking it and not being a triangle. So, in this case, we weren't saying it was a triangle, and it broke... In this case, we saying it was a triangle, it broke down as a triangle, and so it was a triangle, right? Yeah, April 12th, I could tell you what the hell that was, too. Look. Go to a 12 hour. This is a fucking ABC with your B leg being your triangle and it wasn't on ETH. It was on Bitcoin, huh? Well, hold on, I'm gonna show you what I mean right now. I understand what you're trying to say, but like, I'm gonna look this up real quick. Let's go. So you're talking about right there. Let me show you what. Yeah, so I wasn't here. I wasn't a known force in this space back in this time. But the count I got from this was this. There's another count that's also pretty valid. And you could say this is one or two things. You could say this is your and it passes rules, does not retrace into wave 1 territory. Wave 5 is the shortest. Wave 3 is a 1-to-1 of 1. Passes all the checks of the impulse, your ABC. You get bearish divergence across the tops of 3, 5. You get your divergence in C leg. And you get some sort of hidden divergence on a higher time frame that indicates that it is a correction. So yeah, the hidden bearish here. Regular bearish here in your C leg. Your C leg has a clean 5 wave move. Your wave 4 does not retrace into wave 1. And your wave 5 is the shortest out of all 3, and wave 3 is a 1-to-1 of 1. It doesn't have to be a 1-to-1 of 1, but you'd rather have that. So this is the count here, and yeah, a lot of people got fucked here because everybody thought this was a bear pennant, which it looked like a bear pennant. Like, dude, like, come on, like, for real, really? Like, look at a bear pennant, right? But people have to realize that sentiment is so fucking big here, so big. If sentiment is so big here. So if we see a triangle, let's reverse it. If we see a bull pennant after a breakout from whatever here, down here, but then longs start rising and they get to a pretty exponential level and shorts cross down below the median level? Do you really want to long with that? I'm so big on the mantra of saying don't be popular. Yeah, don't be popular. And that even means if the trade you see looks good and 100% golden as fuck, but then you go on Twitter or you go on your shorts to long ratio and you see fucking, like up here, like, let's go, how long ago? Where's April? I know April's like here somewhere. Where's April? It was like right here, right? January 19th, or April? What the heck? Well, I want to show. What in the world? I'm trying to make it show up on my Bitcoin screen, my line. What in the world? September 18th. Okay, so we still got a lot. Oh, that's why I'm gonna 1 hour. Like, why the fuck is it so far back? Okay, where's that short squeeze? Here it is. Okay, so in this instance, longs were the things getting crushed. Like, longs got crushed here, right? And as soon as everybody, just because the red, it wasn't like really red, but the majority now flipped short. They were short here. The majority was now short. The ratio is now more shorts to longs. Even though it wasn't a great ratio, like it was barely like a 0.03 ratio, there were still more shorts to longs. So why put yourself in a position where you already can see everybody and their moms are, in terms of ratios and stuff, is going long, go on Twitter without see that, or going short, and then you open up the chart and you see a bear pennant. Like, it's like, you can open up the chart, tell your mom to go look at it. You can show your mom what the fuck a bear pennant looks like just on a simple graph, and be like, hey mom, find a bear pennant on my chart right here. I guarantee you, your mom is gonna be able to find that bearish pennant. Patterns are really easy to see. But the thing is, what makes pattern trading hard is they're hard to distinguish in terms of what's true and what's false. A lot of traders fail at this aspect because they fail to look at the entire grand scheme of things. Instead of just looking at the pattern of what it is, everybody can fucking see a chart. Everybody can fucking see what the fuck it's doing, how it looks. Everybody can see there's a double top, a double bottom, a double whatever. Everybody can see that. Everybody and their moms can see that. That's when you have to apply other aspects to this. Other aspects. Like, do we have divergences? Where's the volume coming from? Where's the main pivot at? Did it just come from a major drawdown, or did we just come from a major draw up? Are we consolidating between a range? All these aspects have to be applied in order to get the understanding to what exactly is going to happen in terms of that pattern. I use Elliott Wave to heavily distinguish whether the pattern is going to be true or false. I know in Elliott Wave that there's only specific points to where patterns are going to show up at, and if the pattern starts to take a resemblance to that pattern, and I look at the Elliott Wave count, and the Elliott Wave count possibly says, hey, we can be in this section, and then I look at the volume, and the volume also agrees, and then I look at the RSI, and RSI shows me some type of divergence that I'm normally accustomed to seeing during that area, say like a wave 4, get like a hidden bearish plus a negative reversal, then I'm gonna go with that idea. But if I just get a pattern on the screen without a clean volume profile, a clean Elliott Wave count, then I'm just not gonna trade it. It's not worth it, especially if the the favored side is the side that is seen as the formation. Now, every now and then, you're gonna win one of those. Those are gonna every now and then, one of those easy setups with the ratio on that side is gonna win. But it's gonna want to make you take those risks. But I'm telling you, just don't do it. Just don't sit on those fingers. I'm telling you, you'll fucking hate yourself if you took that. If you're here, you took that short, and you lost that short with everybody else going short. You know how fucking pissed off? Like, that's such an easy, like, yeah, oh my god, like, dude, like, seriously. It's just like, the bigger the group is, like, the easier it is to spot and slaughter, right? I take my machine gun, and I put up people in a group of 200, that's easier to slaughter, right? But if you run from that group, you might not die, right? Get away. Run away from that group. Don't be popular. Fuck that. Alright. Sorry about that tangent that we just ran off of. I know it's kind of not important whatsoever in terms of what's going on right now, but I'm so big on not going long with the longs and not going short with the shorts. That's why I was short from right here. Because there's still a lot of longs. There's still a lot of longs. Where was that? I went short at 100 and on Ethereum 114 and 97 cents, which is like right here. I forgot what it was when this wicked down because I had a stop sell and it wicked me down and I was under for a little bit, but I had a conditional close for a master stop up here, and I just let it run. I was a little pushback and closed early because I was flying and I couldn't monitor my trades and I didn't want to not make money, so I just closed out while I was flying. But you see here, the ratio is still more longs. There's still more longs. I want this, my happy place to find a decent, this is a decent zone for a medium, to go long or short. Like if this gets back in here and you get a decent area, decent like pivot support catch with like a good LUA count, then that'll be a good long, because longs now dropped under. They're now being like, their tide has shifted to, oh shit, maybe the shorts are more in favored. And now I know right now it's not showing that, but this is a zone where you start looking and questioning things. This little mid zone right here. Anything on the greater side of those is you look to get fucked. Like, let's go find. See right here? Like, this is the very edge of the shorts, and they still got fucked. Like, they ran way up here, and they still got fucked, you know? So I like to, what is this, like 3% on each side? Let me get really precise, because I never actually, 13% on each side. Ah, shit. Let's lock this real quick. What the hell is this? Okay, hold on. Why is this like very strange how this is like overlaid on this instead of like on the same pane. Coordinates. Strange. Like, I just wanna. Okay, maybe I could just 13% on each side. That's more like 10%, huh? Yeah. Sorry, bear with me. Let's also do something real quick. I need left. I know why it's not pinned to the left. Pinned to the left. This doesn't really matter. We're looking more regarding the ratio, so. Yep, 100% when there's no faith in longs anymore, the bull run will start. That's just how it works. Only very few people will be long at the time. Shit, I might even be fucking short. Who knows? I hope not. Okay, so let's try to get this. Dang it, dude. I want this to. Very weird. Like, they're all on different panes, and I don't like that. Like, what are you... See, look, longs are still so high. They got some room to come down. They got some room to get some pain. They do. They have some room to throw some pain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, if anything, expect a relief bounce pretty soon, which we could see that, you know. You got 1, 2. Watch this spot right here to hold. Yeah, I want longs lower than want me to long. I do. Like a long and hold, you know? I want us down here. That's been his. I want us down there. So this needs to be pinned to the right. I forgot. Hold on, sorry, this is stupid. I just don't understand why these little, like the boxes in my drawings don't roll with my... Very frustrating. It makes it so I kind of have to like do at 2 different things. Hold on, let's try something else real quick. Move to the pane above. Okay, I'm a little bit. This may work out a little bit better now. So now I have to probably. Yay! We're on the same panes. Okay, now we can actually fucking do some work. That was stupid. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm just trying to get you to thinking like how I think. I know I'm not this fucking greatest trader in the world, but I like to think I know what I'm doing in terms of psychology. And now it's showing like a 3,000% drop from this point, that little ticket right there. Damn. Okay, this is where I'd like to get. This is a safe zone, I guess you can consider. I should probably mark it with this one, huh? So that's a safe zone to long or short, and you can only do it if you get like a good setup in your area. On this, essentially the same thing. You're not safe to long unless longs drop down here. You're not safe to short unless shorts drop down here. And this middle portion is like where she gets hairy, you know? Okay, longs got crushed there a little bit. Shorts got crushed here a little bit. Oh, shorts actually rose up a little bit. Shorts crushed here. Oh shoot, I forgot. I forgot. This is still going up. I thought they're inverted to each other, but no, they still runs the same way. It's just that there's always more longs than shorts, no matter what. So you're not safe to short technically till you're down here. Which makes sense. Yeah, safe to short down when the shorts are this low, down here. When the short starts rising, it's when you get destroyed. Longs rows need to be corrected, destroyed, road. Not too extreme, but they got pretty extreme, so there needs to be some sort of medium. The median's like right here too. The mean. Right there is like the median. Okay, I'm gonna label that one clear. This is my first time doing this, so we'll see how well this works for us in the future. But I'm just marking zones to watch in terms of RSI. In terms of longs to shorts to see what could we formulate if we could help. If this could even give us a better understanding to what's going to happen. Because before we would just look at it like, okay, longs are high, so we probably shouldn't long, especially since this is like underneath this resistance and everybody and their mom can see this head and shoulders. So we probably shouldn't long, so we should probably short. So now I'm trying to figure out, okay, now we have zones. Now we have zones we could possibly look at to figure out if see if I need to lock all this too, by the way, before I fucking lose it. Can I lock it? Lock. 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 Let's change this color to green. Alright, so now let's get to some TA. And let's see how we could use this data to help build a course of action, a plan of action. I'm going to raise it a little bit higher to that little zone right there, but okay. Now let's just see what the history did. I know this is long. You're like, give me targets already. I just want to go back and back test what I'm trying to figure out here. Okay, what was in this zone? Okay, this is where shorts get crushed. This zone is where shorts get crushed. So because shorts get crushed, I'm gonna label it green or blue. Is that area you want along? Okay, now let's get an area where longs go crushed, which is obviously right here. Get this line. I'm gonna label this too. Wow. I'm gonna extend this out real quick. I wish we had like a tool to extend out for these boxes and stuff. Okay, so now we're getting a really good idea of what we could do with this. So right here in this section, short's gonna die. Okay to long. You had a double tap in that, so why not not go long? Yeah. Right here. Favorites. The ratio is someone else's. It's not ours. It's look up GS. I'll screenshot this quick. Let's get this over to you guys. I'm gonna post this in Discord. And then the other one, oh shit, the other one that you see here that's colored blue and yellow is by Sean. It's total volume of Bitcoin or ETH. Okay? Anyways, now we try to distinguish what is going on. We have this pretty graph now, but can we use it for anything? Okay, let's look right here. Long's gonna die here. Where the hell were we? In that zone, perfectly. Long's died. Let's see right here. Short's gonna die. No. Okay, the short. This would have got you in trouble, maybe. Oh no. Perfect. Oh god. Look, it was okay. Oh god. Okay, short. Oh shit. Lock that. Lock that. Lock that. Sean might have to give me this fucking his script so I could do this, so we could have this always. I could manually script this into this indicator for us, so we could have this. Okay, the short area. Okay, where longs die. Okay, the long area and shorts die area. But Sean needs to give me the scripting, or I could just tell him to do it for us, which I'm sure he could do it for us. Because that'd be killer if we could have these zones without us having to put them in here, so we could all have it, right? Because you saw me, it took forever to set this up. It would suck for us to have to set this up every single time. So let's go right here. Longs dash. Okay to short. Where's that at? Oh my god. Okay. Right here. Shorts die. Long. Okay to long. Where's that at? Oh my god. Where's another one? Right here. Shorts die. Okay to long. What happens here? Oh my god. Okay, how about here? Longs die. Where's this at? Oh my god. Yo, you guys and girls who are with me as we partake on this technical analysis journey. We're now 1 hour and 45 minutes in, but I think we fucking found out something incredible that more people probably are already doing, and I'm late to the party. But you know what? I don't give a fuck. Shorts die. Okay to long. And this okay to short. Bad time to long. Oh my god, are you serious? Do we even have to look at the chart anymore? Okay, longs die. It's okay to short. Starting from here. At first you'll be in the water like a motherfucker if you're okay. Oh fuck. But oh shit, you're not in Discord? I'll post it on my Twitter. Here, I'll post it to Twitter real quick. Cause our Discord's private. Where the fuck did oh, there we are. Look at it's called Bitcoin long short ratio, and it's by GSHADE5. So I guess I'll type it in right here. JSHDD5. Look for him. J Shade. Whoops. And the other one's by Sean Nance. Let's look up Sean Nance. The other one, just look up Sean Nance and you'll find it. Okay, those are these two indicators down here. Okay? And all I've been doing real quick, I'm just back testing my zones to see if I should move them up or down a little bit. And to me, I like it. I might add another caution to the wind zone that just because you got in right here, you could still be in trouble. Can you see, we still ran high, right? We still, usually it turns over once this gets into the zone or no return area. But it didn't. It still ran up a little bit. So like you could have went short here and you would have been pretty drastically underwater. You know, 10% underwater if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. But then I would have went short again. So like what I would have done is I would have went short here because of this indicator right here. Place my stop above the ATR pivot. What do we call it? What got stopped out for that whatever loss, 5% loss. 3% loss, whatever the fuck it is. 3% loss. And then I just would have went short again. If the shorts and longs didn't change, I would have went short. ATR stop right there. Enter somewhere in here. And then, yeah. So, get rid of that. So, this is going to be a killer indicator. Like, look at this. Actually, it wasn't into neutral. Oh, it might be. So I'm just gonna be trying to now match these zones on this side with this. See, right here is when we entered the zone of where you went along. It also is like right in this area where we got that same thing. So that's that zone high right here. Can even possibly go up there, but then we're really stretching the area. And then for the shorts, you get into dangerous waters right here. The ratio will, I think the ratio will always change because the number of orders will always be different, you know? So you might not be able to do the same thing I'm trying to do on the ratio than you are to do with the line graph. Because you see the ratio didn't drop down right here. Oh yeah, it did. What about over here? What about in April? How low were we in April? Oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect. So this is where shorts die. Okay. We didn't get to that zone where shorts die though. That's the thing. That's weird. We did not get it in at all. The only thing that shows there was more. The ratio of shorts was higher. It's the only thing. Essentially, it's anywhere right here looks like, huh? Sorry if I'm taking longer than you want or whatever. It's also red. Okay. All right. So now that we have this data, we kind of back tested it. Let's now just see what we could figure out. Yeah, I'm gonna ask if I can script it. Anyways. So we're not quite under. We're not quite under yet. So we can still go lower, which my Elliott wave count does show that we can go lower. We just exited the good short area. I should probably make this yellow. So red just seems too like you can't do anything now. Okay, so this is better. Okay, the short. I should make this instead of green, blue. I don't want to make it green. Because the shorts don't want to see green, and the longs don't want to see red, so that makes more sense to me. So when the shorts get into green, you don't want to see that. When the longs get into red, you don't want to see that. So, according to this, we still could go lower before shorts completely get obliterated, which I agree. I agree with. 100% agree with that. 1000% agree with that. I'm gonna post this to our Discord real quick. Okay, so that is there. I'm not sure, but it's doing a good enough job, in my opinion, to really give us a good indication of what we could do with it. So I don't think it matters. Okay, this is Bitcoin. One thing I want to note of with Bitcoin is we broke out of this trend line right here. See that? We broke out of it. It wasn't a really good breakout because we like went sideways in the breakout, but we're still outside of this trend line and we have retested it as support. There is a public chat in our Discord. We used to have a public Telegram channel, but I don't know if we still have that, honestly. So tested two really good retests off this trend line. So this is a very valid trend line. Very valid. So for me to be really happy with this being a breakout, I need this to get up and then retest. You know, this to me is not a really good breakout at all. To me it's not a breakout. To me it's just like we snuck out. Yeah, you can. To me we just snuck out. We didn't break out, we snuck out. You know? So is that really a breakout? Not too sure. Not too sure. So I wouldn't be, like I said, I wouldn't be rushing to long this at all. Just because of that. Shorts could still move, you know. Shorts could die under. The first warning was once the ratio drops underneath here that shorts could get washed out. And then we really want to get out of all our shorts when we enter the green zone on this side down here. But it shows some more room to go. So, getting back into the count. Whoops. Micro. Should do this from the get-go. Micro. Okay. Perfect. It says stayed within the channel, which is exactly what we need for W, X, Y, X, Z. Now X could flutter up to the other side. The only thing really matter to care about is if it fits time frame and the retrace of X to Y from Y to X. We just need like a 0.5 to feel comfortable with it. So let's see if we have that. And we have just under that 0.5. That's just under. So it's oh man. To me, this is a clean shit. This is a clean 5. I don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clean 5. So that's an impulse of some sort. So that means if this is the impulse, this correction, this is the impulse. It's already had more volume, so it fits that criteria. Now we're finally getting to targets. I'm sorry it takes so long, but there's a lot of things I need to get over and cover before I get targets. Where's my box at? Oh, it's right there. Dummy. It's probably make my okay. Now I always like to label the 1.61 extension. I always do, just so I can have a visual of where it's at, you know. Okay, that's how far it is. Okay, keep an eye on it, you know. So it's your 1-to-1. And you see how this is below the pivot, so I'm not gonna allow this one to be met. If this is met, this one right here, I'm really saying we're breaking down for good. Okay? If we break below this, get to this golden box, I'm confident in saying we're gonna break down indefinitely. Okay? Let's do one other thing here, so I know we're on the best. Okay. Okay, we can delete this because we don't really need it. I just wanted to give you guys the visual beforehand. Okay? So here, I also want to do this. On any, we hit that perfect 618 extension, which is exactly what you want for your Z leg. Your Z, I'm really liking this. Ooh, that 1-to-1 hits the perfect. That'll be, oh man, that'd be crazy. Hit a perfect 1-to-1 and then bounce. That'd be nuts. But I'm really liking the 886 because right in smack that middle of our dead cat bounce, our dead cat extension area, whatever you want to call that area. So now we're getting somewhere finally. In here, leading, expanding, flat. This is every breakdown the past month looks like a clean file. So every breakdown of past months is like clean 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you can consider this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1, 2.
And you forgot about
Yeah, this section, it does like it. Bitcoin looks more impulsive right here than Ethereum did. I go 1, 2. You know, Bitcoin does look a lot more impulsive right there than Ethereum did. So, ABC, X, ABC. It could just be a fucking WXY. If this is, that has to be a WXY. If this is, a C, but it's hard, man. It really is. This is where you just have to like use other things to help you formulate an idea. Regardless, if that we keep seeing that the count. If this is the impulse, the count is this. I don't see this as a start of an impulse down though. That's all I'm getting at. Is that I don't see this as the start of an impulse down. I either see this as a WXYXZ or it's a simple WXY ABC. I'm gonna open up one thing. Hold on. I'm gonna open up a cheat sheet real quick. Okay. Sometimes I need a refresher, so I'm gonna look at something real quick. I think it might be just a WXY. So you got a flat, any 3, got a 3. Now we got a zigzag coming on. I do just think this is WXY. Now, honestly, After refreshing my mind, I'm looking at this. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at real quick. Right here. Any 3. Right? A simple 3. So when I said a flat, that means like a combo. And this is just a single move. You feel me? So you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 only, and then this is 1, 2, 3. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You got either an 11 or a 13 pivot point count on your WXY. You can also get your triangle. Yeah, and let's say if this is a W, if the first W is a WXY, it won't be 11, it'll be like 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it'll be 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It'll be 9. 3, and then 9 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is, it should be 11 and 9 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Actually, the triangles are 15 pivots. Damn. And now this is 11 and 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoops, messed that one up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13, 3, 13. ABCs have 13 pivots. WXYs have 11. Okay, so now that we could look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't know. It's still iffy. It looks okay. It looks okay, but it's still not solid. There's still some things that could be talked about, like, hey, what about this? I am liking this though. Flat, any 3, zigzag. I am liking this for a double 3 WXY. Let's make this like green or something. The only issue with that is wave X is not 50% of W. That kills me. That kills me. Absolutely kills me. I'm just looking at patterns on the other screen to see if I could see anything that could. No, I think I'm liking this account the best though, to be honest. Completely honest. What's your best count for the pump move? To me, no matter what, like, I know we can't really formulate exactly what's going on in this first section. Is this a ABC or is this a W, X, Y, X, Z? Doesn't matter. What matters is this section right here. This matters. This is a clear, to me it was clean 5. 1, 2, did not reach us into the territory. The only reason why I had trouble with this being clean 5 is because we had this little pivot right here. That pivot right there throws some things off, makes you want to count some other ways. This didn't have that really there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A or 1. B or 2. 3 or C. This is already not looking like a 3. So I'm willing to really say it's just an ABC, and these will be our zones to watch. First, look at 3,315 cents for a zone to pivot, followed by anywhere between 32.40 to 31.90, 85. So again, 32.40 through 31.85. This is your max, absolute max, but I'm not willing to run with this. So what I mean by this, a 1-to-1 of green WX. No, this is WSX. It was a 1-to-1 of that move. We'll take us down there. I wouldn't expect us to get that low. I wouldn't expect us to break the breaker right here. I really would expect us to wick into it, and that's it. A breaker's place and price action that led to extreme volatility. This area was a breaker area right here. We had really tight chop, and then we broke out, and it led to extreme volatility. So I wouldn't expect us to break more than this zone right here. Solid. I don't give a fuck. What the fuck are you talking about? I have an order block equilibrium at 32.62. Where are you throwing your pivots from? You gotta tell me things. You can't just say shit. 32. Where's that at? Where's he getting that equilibrium from, though? You gotta tell me more. You gotta tell me more. Where's he? I need to know. Where's he throwing his pivots from? Where? From up here? Where? From down here? Where? From over here? Where? From up here? Where's he throwing his pivots from? I need to know. What the fuck in equilibrium to what? The entire time? Fucking this leg right here? Fucking this last leg down right here, this fucking last day? I need to know. You can't just tell me shit. Give me some insight. I'm sure he has a great point. Like, let me show you, for example. This to here. Where is it? Back in September 2017. So, I'm guessing this then. Prior price action. So he threw it off this top. I don't know. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know where he's throwing his pivots from, or where he thinks a good pivot's from. Is talking about this? Talking about this? I don't know. He does his shit weird as fuck. He's a good trader though. Funny character, good trader. It's already broken this. This would be, in my opinion, this would be a breaker zone, a breaker point. But to me, a better breaker is this entire zone. But this could be distinguished as that. And you see, we're already way lower than that. Already way lower than that. Interesting, very interesting. Talking about this, he must be talking about this then. It's only fucking. Huh. Hold on. Damn, 2:15. I need to hurry up. Sorry, we'll get this shit. We're almost done here. I'll get this shit done quickly and soon. Hold on. Very tasty. It has to be somewhere right here. He has to be throwing off one of these closes. One of them. Has to. And off like this close, that close. Take kind of measures down, candles up. So an up move, down move, consolidation. An up move, down move, so it just takes, and the vice versa, other way around. So if this was a down move, this is up move, then he would take it from here to here. This has to be where. Okay, so now that makes sense. Now you're making more sense. He's looking for specific candles. That makes more sense. But it still doesn't give you that 32. That breaker's right here. Here's the close right there. Taking off that close to the low. 35. Yes. Hopefully I left that setting on. Hopefully. I don't give a fuck what he's talking about. I don't care. The way he does his technical analysis is completely different than I am. I do mine. He's a great, like I said, he's a great trader though. He is a really good trader. He is a great trader. And I won't not fault him for that. But the way he gets his targets and his ideas is completely different than mine. If I were to candles, it's a pretty decent candle. I'm liking this candle better though, honestly, right here. I'm liking this zone a lot better for a breaker zone because a tight area consolidation, we broke out, and we returned to this area, but we failed to close beneath the low of that area. So this, to me, was the breaker. You can even say this entire zone was, but I like here, because the low was tested and closed upon with both of these. This is a lot better to me. I like this one a lot better. To me, the smaller and tighter the zone of consolidation that leads to the greater move is. So let me show you what I mean. So if price ran up, you bitch. If price ran up, you bitch. If price ran up, what the fuck? Okay, if price ran up and then consolidated for like 2 bars and then moved up, and then this side, price moved up, consolidated for like 6 days, and moved up. This is a stronger breaker than this is. That's all I'm saying. Let me show you. Let me see if I can pull up a good chart that reflects this real quick. I have a good chart that reflects this. TA notes. Can't find it. Somewhere in there. Anyways, it basically entails that the tighter, if the zone consolidates for a long time, the move's gonna be fucking huge, but that does not mean that the coming back to that zone is gonna hold as support. This will more likely hold as support than this one, because all this liquidity is eating up. This people are like, oh fuck, I want to get back in, you know? This is not as much. Everything's been eaten up already. Unlike this one. So the smaller and tighter the place, then the bigger the reaction to come from it, and a return to it and fail to close below it. That's very important in my opinion. Very important. So let's just, I think I have it marked already here, right? Oof, I might have erased it. Hold on. Okay, let's get back into, it's almost done. I went off on another tangent. You can maybe even throw it off this and, nah, I don't like this. I mean, technically, this entire zone compared to this is area of consolidation. So let's also map that. It's around the same zone. Wow. Get out of these candles, get back to bars. Okay, now we have areas to look for confluence. You said, I know someone said 32, 62. I'm going to write that down. 32, 62 or 22? Oh, I already have it hit. Basically, it's right there. 65. So what's right above this? 55. So 65. And this is the EQ from this breaker, this entire breaker zone, and that's why we held it here, in my opinion, along with other things, but. That was the breaker to that small little zone. Okay. Alright. Now we're getting somewhere, fucking pitting the pieces to fucking together. Gosh, damn, I'm sorry this is taking forever, but this is how I do it. This is how I do it. Yeah, I'm a fan of taking longs down here for a fact. All in this zone, I'm a big fan of longs. Specifically underneath that zone right here. Big fan of longs in this zone. Especially if you got confluence here with some OB blocks, Elliott wave extension rules on multiple pivots. I took it off this pivot, I took it off this pivot, and I took it off this pivot. And I also took it off from here to here to here. And also I took it off from here to here to here. So we have a lot of confluence. We should probably make this in green because that might. Green. Cayenne ABC, make this one blue. Okay. I'm actually really liking this as a WXY and how you guys like a lot. ABC, quick, triple and now another ABC, kind of in the same degree. The only thing is a little bit tighter, you know. And if we're gonna follow that, we're gonna look for a 5-wave clean impulse breakdown like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know I keep flip-flopping like, is this a WXY? Bitcoin looks a lot more like an impulse. Ethereum looks a lot more like a WXY or something. This is a cleaner impulse than Ethereum was. What's this from? Oh, this is my primary account. Duh. B ain't done yet. In my opinion, B ain't done yet. We haven't met the criteria of a correction. I'm a big buyer, not a big buyer. I'm a fan of buying. I'll probably put some unleveraged buys down here in this zone, and then like a stop loss. Not exactly beneath this pivot, but I'll use like my ATR stop loss rule on this 10-hour time frame to give me a good stop. And then I will be a buyer with leverage once we could prove to me that we could re-clear this zone right here. Unleveraged buys on a dip, on a breakout and a retest of this zone, I'll put some leverage buys in and shoot for a higher high. If you use his theory, I don't give a fuck about his theory. The bottom of the big dump. Well, I had the bottom of the big dump anywhere from 3,400 to 2,800. Obviously, happened at 3,100 in some sense, some change. I know I did not long the bottom. If people were wondering, did he long the bottom? No. I shorted here, closed out here, shorted here, closed out here, and I thought there was going to be one more leg, so I shorted here. I got stopped out here, and I switched long right here. And then, yeah, I rode that. Oh yeah, price action OB it's a lot easier to explain and get across an idea. Cause I could be like, yo, this looks like a WXY expanded flat, may carry over, expand over, throw over to a regular WXY flat double combo. You know, so Elliott wave is very complex. So it's very hard to get my point across to you guys, especially if I cannot show you it. Like ICT could just like explain it and talk to it, and you could very easily gauge and follow along with his ideas, because they're not dumber, they're not dumb, they're just more simpler to understand. Elliott wave I think is only good for stocks and sometimes crypto. Bullshit, girl. Bullshit. Bullshit. I'm gonna tell you right fucking now. Elliott wave is the reason why I fucking shorted this shit right here. You cannot tell me Elliott wave did not show me this. Bullshit, girl. This is all Elliott wave. All of this. All of this. All this Elliott wave. All of it. All this. Even this. Where's my first post? Right here. Elliott wave. This was my call on October 18th that we were not going to see another high in Bitcoin. I was 1,000% confident once we got a few days of consolidation underneath this E boundary overshoot area. I knew for a fucking fact. I'll give you a fucking full count. Right here, girl. Let's go. I'm not going to go into detail. My count is right here. It has not changed. It is right here. This is my count. It has not changed whatsoever. Updated version is right here. But I'll run through it simple and quickly for you. You cannot tell me. Girl, you are ridiculous. Girl, you're so crazy. What do you mean it can't be used in Forex? Let's look at, want to look at our crazy Forex? Look at this shit. Hold on. So I could find my MX and I posted an MX chart from like trying to find it. No, it's not harder. You just it's not harder. It's not any harder. It's not. It's all mental. All mental. Is can you distinguish between what an impulse looks like and what a correction looks like? Can you distinguish? Girl, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Hold on, let me show you how gassed my peso call. I literally charted peso move for move for like an entire month and a half before I gave up on it because I didn't give up on it. I just got tired of sitting, watching it do the same thing over and over again. In my understanding, if you truly think Elliott Wave is that terrible of a or it doesn't work as well in other markets, then you just don't understand Elliott Wave in its totality of what it's trying to do. That's my opinion. So again, let me try see if I can find it. I don't know where the fuck it was. Where the hell? Why can't I? Let's see. It's in the members chat. I want to find this to you to prove to you how gas these calls were, because it was ridiculous, absolutely nuts. And if you look at peso now, it shit the fucking bag, like I called it. I knew I called for new range lows because I saw an ABCDE triangle forming. And I knew a triangle has to go to the other end of the triangle. Well, yeah, because you don't understand it. You haven't. I guarantee you haven't read the book. I guarantee it. I guarantee you haven't taken the hours and hours of time to try to distinguish how to distinguish between different corrections. I guarantee you haven't taken the time to yeah, me too. If you get Elliott Wave down, you get the best risk to reward setups for sure. You get very definitive stop placements. You get very precise entry and exit points. You get very precise rules of invalidation and very precise rules you must follow in order to stick with your trade. If any of those rules are invalidated, then your Elliott Wave count is wrong and you should exit your position. This is where a lot of traders fail at Elliott Wave because they see that one thing wrong and they hope and they pray that the rest of the structure holds true. But no, Elliott Wave matters to every single point. If one fault is there, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. I'm so upset. I can't find it. Ah! Oh god, I'll probably never find it. I probably could pull up the peso chart, but it probably won't be there because I just don't know where I had it. Last check. I think it's a race. I think it's gone forever. I can't prove my point. Can't prove it. It's probably way up here, huh? Damn, for real? Damn, boy. Where is my original chart? Oh god, I'm gonna post it on Twitter when I find it because it is such a good chart. I'm just upset I didn't get the big short I was waiting for the longest time ever. I was, and I didn't get into it because I was impatient. I decided to pull my money out of my Forex account and go into a different market. I know, you guys are just so much shit. Oh my gosh. Bros. Oh my gosh. What the fuck? I'm never gonna find this. It's never gonna it's never gonna show up. Did I really not post? Oh, I did, like, what? One post? Okay. I think it got erased when Sean updated the rooms. He forgot to move over the old charts. Yeah, I think he erased it. Sad. It's gone. It's gone. I'll never find it again. Never again. Well, let's just run through this real quick. My primary account, until proven otherwise, is W. All this is X, this is Y. This W pivot could come here or here. I could show you why, but I'm not going to because it would be too much time involved. This is a clear A, this is a B, this is a C. B has to come in a flat of some sort. Impulse, correction, impulse, impulse, correction, impulse, A, B, C, A, B, C. We had bullish divergence here, but then from this point on we created some negatives. You see that? And if we cannot hold this right here, if we cannot roll over, it's actually looking really bad. It's actually looking pretty grim in terms of divergences and what I look for in divergences. Pretty horrible, honestly. So 0, 1, 2, X, right? So you see, we cleared this on RSI, this top point right here, but we didn't do it on price. We didn't do it on price. This is actually looking really bad in terms of straight up RSI points and divergences and the value range system. It's looking really bad. Okay, let me show you what I mean. I need divergence false. Did I write one for divergence false? Here's a good one. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I'll get that to you. It's just I'm busy doing all this other shit, so. And I have a landscaper coming to my house right now. So, okay, when I'm looking at this, let's move this, oh shit, move this over. Looking at this. One was not broken with Y. Z held X. OX failed to swing back over Y, and thus we rolled over. This is not looking good. This is really not looking good. Because if this RSI rolls over, price is gonna fucking fly south. Okay, last slide. Okay, we kind of already got ideas for the targets for Bitcoin, but let's. No, I don't want that. 0, 1, 2. X is somewhere in here. Right here. Here's X. It's not looking good at all, guys, honestly. Well, we already got this breakthrough, so I guess first of all, we should probably get out of BLX. Because I always forget, BLX is delayed a day or two. What chart am I on? Okay, long term. Not the right chart, so I don't need that. Leave. I need this one. Daily. Here. Okay. Weird. Okay. Looking at this, okay, 0, 0, 1, 2, X, right? Y, Z, OX, right? And after you get a divergence, you expect Y to attack 1 and then hold X on a retrace and then break out for a divergence true on your OX. But we did not get that. And so we rolled over and broke Z. So this, yeah, we should enter this lower zone at least. Like bare minimum. Bare minimum, we should at least test 2 point. 0, 1, 2 down here. We should. We already have that labeled. And I'm pretty confident that we will. Sometime in the next 48 hours, so. So, in terms of Elliott wave and RSI range rules, we're expecting at least to test this lower, I guess we would call it the lower range of the OB that we've gauged from over here. So the breaker pivot over here, 33.54, I could see price getting under within the next 48 hours. If we look at clearly broke under. Clearly broke under. Smash those out on RSI as well. So we broke under this, right? Now we're gonna find out if we did it on price action. And we did. It's right here. So let's get rid of this. In our way, we don't need that. Look at that. Point here, point there, point there. We fell out of RSI first, and now we're underneath it on price. Oh, actually, we didn't fall out under RSI. We were testing it on RSI right here. We fell out the same day. So if we close like this, I do have a really good, strong feeling we're gonna test this range right here, in between here. So this lower range for sure. Yeah, I think we're going down further at least for the next 48 hours. Would I be shorting? I don't think so. I'm just interested in a long at this point because shorts are almost to that point of like dying. We've entered a safe short zone. We're no longer in a safe short zone. We're in the area of like you just don't want to do any trades. So in my opinion, the move we should be looking for is not, if you're risky, if you're a scalper, yeah, short's not bad. I'm gonna be kind of busy the rest of the day, so I don't know if I'm gonna be taking this, but this won't be a bad trade. Here, aim for the 1-to-1 minimum. Oh no, like right here, this low end range right here, at 3265 area, 3270. Stop loss at invalidation, which is just above that. You got a 2.3 risk to reward ratio. It's not horrible. You see on RSI we're forming like a looks like a bear pennant, but we'll see how it goes. This is what, if I'm a scalper, I'll be looking to play. The reason why, we got a pretty decent breakdown with volume beneath an area of pretty sustainable consolidation, beneath a very valid trend line based on RSI. RSI both on the daily and other time frames also broke down with it. We have a pretty, in my opinion, a very valid Elliott wave count. We have a very valid point of invalidation. As per Elliott wave, wave 4 cannot retrace into wave 1 territory, or else it is not a valid impulse. And so, a short in this area with a stop loss just above invalidation. You never want to be just at the point of validation, because you can wick into it and equal the price and still be alright. But anything greater into the zone, I always say no. So get like a few cents or whatever bucks, a few bucks within the zone. The range low right here is, we can get it here for us. If the point of invalidation is this, we'll mark it red. Invalidation equals okay, so this is what I'll be stop losses. So stop loss above. This is only a scalp play. If you're a swing trader, don't do this. If you're a day trader, this could be you too, but you gotta monitor it more like a scalper, because things could change any moment. This could not be an ABC. It could be that could be a WXYXZ, and we could be forming something else. So if you're a scalper, this is a decent play. If you're a day trader, depends how you are. Swing trader or weekly trader, whatever you want to call it, don't enter this play. Too much risk. When, in my opinion, the greater move still may become from down here, the bigger move up. So this is what I'll be doing. I think I am. I'm going to be entering this trade pretty soon. I think. Look for Bitcoin to hold. I'm telling you, the lowest I'm allowing is 31.85 on a close on a 2-hour time frame. The lowest. The absolute max is the one is 1-to-1 with green, but I don't feel comfortable with it getting that low. You know, I don't. A break underneath this pivot here would result into a poke into the extension, which at that point I'll be firmly believing we're breaking down, and we'll look for the retrace to hold on the 1-to-1, the 1-to-1 extension retrace to hold, and we'll go from there. Okay. In terms of Ethereum. In terms of Ethereum targets, much of the same. The breaker I'm going to be looking to hold is this one right here. I would not like zone price action to get beneath this zone at all. You see, once we get beneath to this zone, like to the bottom end of this zone, you do hit the ABC evaluation point, look for 1 to 5. So I'm liking this zone for an area to buy into. Anywhere from 96 bucks to 91 bucks. And then you have your stop loss somewhere down here. Because to me, anything greater than this really tells me that this is an impulse. Alright? And this play will be much of the same on Ethereum. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And validation's right here. So your play will be. This is going to be a little bit more air in this one, so I could see Ethereum running up, chasing some shorts to go long, or getting him out. And it might not be a good play in terms of risk to reward, and it's not. If Ethereum's not a short, I'll be liking to look. If Ethereum's not a play, I'll be looking to play. Because of this. Although you could use a different tactic to find your stop loss. Let me show you real quick. So 1.547. You take 1.547 times that by 1.5. You get 2.3. And you add that to the price right now. 103.65 equals 105.97. So that'll be your stop loss if you enter right here. You might be thinking that's a tight stop. I'm using an ATR stop rule. If you don't know what that is, whatever time frame you're looking to makes the most sense to you, you use your ATR of that time frame of that candle. So the ATR of this candle, like I said, is 1.5479, and you times that by 1.5, and then you add or subtract it to your entry place, and yeah, then you do other maths to distinguish how much you buy and stuff like that, but I'm not going to go into that. That's your job. I don't know how big your account is. I don't care. So, and this will give you a much better risk reward ratio, 3.67, 3.69 compared to a 1.2. So this is a much better risk reward ratio, and I actually might take this because it's just too clean. This is too clean. This is a really clean one movie now. It's very clean, and you got raising volume. So the only thing that we dropped off volume from here to here, but because that means this is just a subwave of 3. Like, is this 3 of 3? Like 1, 2, all this is 3, 4. This is 5. We'll see. I'm willing to, as a scalper, this is a good risk reward ratio, so I'm willing to take this. And we'll see where it ends up tomorrow, okay? This is my Ethereum play. I do not expect us to get below 91 bucks. If we do, SOS, get the fuck out of the market, because I think it's gonna hurt pretty bad. All right? I don't have any more ideas to go over. Do I ever use Stoke for divergences? I hate using Binance too. Binance uses fucking Tether. Use USD charts. USD charts. But already in a long from 102, not worth a shot to short. It just depends on who you are, man. It depends on who you are. If we get down to the mid range, that's an 8% drop. 8% drop. So just be mindful of percentages. And the lower we get, the bigger each penny costs, percent wise. Okay. So just be very mindful of that, okay? To me, I would rather hedge if I were you. I would hedge a short. I'd keep that long. I'd hedge a short. I'll keep that long without a stop. Well, I mean, I would put a stop in. To me, I'm not gonna risk. Because what if this does turn into an impulse? You know, what if we were wrong? What if we're wrong and this, for some reason, just keeps running? Well, your short hedge will work fine, but now you're in water with your long. To me, I'd have a stop at like break even with a hedge with the stop loss here, aim for here, and if you get stopped out, we should expect us to reach this lower range right here, close out, make up for your loss here, possibly make up some gain, and then look to flip long. Alright, so just be careful. Just showing you what I might do, because 7% is pretty steep, man. Especially if you're using a leverage. That's pretty steep, man. So just be careful, alright? Alright, you guys, I think I'm basically done here. I don't think I could figure out any other more ideas to throw us into a whirl with. One thing I need to wonder why do my lines do this now? See that? That's so weird. So weird. So I guess the last thing we can look up is this right here. We have divergence, right? Here's your highest point, X point. So far we're closing underneath X point, but pretty tight. So I could honestly see Ethereum jumping up this high right here. So I might move my stop. I might move my stop a little bit higher. I think I'm gonna move my stop just above there, right there. Like 107 and 18 cents. Because I can see Ethereum doing like a little ABC here like this. Before we roll over. So I'm gonna place a short here. And then I'll place another short here. Have a stop loss right here. And aim for these lows down here. Okay? Alrighty, guys. I'm pretty 0, 1, 2, X, Y. Yep, this is like, yeah, I'm liking this short here, you guys. Alright, you guys. I'm all done here. Unless you have anything else for me to cover. I think we got a pretty good indication, a pretty good map of what's going to happen or what could happen. And I'm liking this. Tonight, I'll get on again. We'll cover this, see if my TA holds true. If it holds true, then we'll fucking change it up. But hopefully it holds true. And if it holds true, we'll just roll through it one more time just to go over all the things we should expect to see, and what we should go over if we should not expect to see. And then we'll cover some FX pairs, because there's a lot of news right now coming up in the FX world. Oh yeah, you can give me kisses, give me hugs, you can give me food. I really like food. I love food. You can give me some food, but I don't know how that will work. But yeah. So tonight we'll just briefly cover this, unless I'm totally wrong. If I'm totally wrong, then we'll fucking re-TA this thing. But I think we'll be okay. Alrighty. And tonight we'll go over some FX pairs. So tonight, if you're gonna be with me, shoot me some FX pairs you want me to see. I'm liking the euros and anything to do with USD. Bro, hold on. So again, come at me with your best USD and euro pairs. All right, and then we'll TA them tonight. Okay. All right, guys. Enable super chat. You can get tips. What the hell is super chat? What's that? What is super chat? Hold on. Before I leave, what's super chat? What do you mean get tips? What is super chat? I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm curious now. Very curious. Type. Type. Oh, I can't. I'm not, bro. I can't be doing this, bro. I can't be doing this, bro. I'll give you all a kiss right here. And I even blew it to you guys. How sweet. Alright, you guys. I'm headed out of here. Okay? The only thing I didn't go over was DXY. But I don't think we really need to. Wow. I'll ask Jonas. But yeah, if the dollar continues to fall, which right now it's on the edge, it can go either way. I really expect this lower range to be tested, though. I do. But if the dollar continues to fall, expect other markets to pick up the money, like gold. The WXY was on money. WXY was on money. How that X point low, like money. Hold on one moment, got a phone call. Hello? What's up? I haven't heard any doorbells or anything. Oh, okay, I'll go check out. I'll go check it out. Yeah. Yeah. All right, I'll text you. Okay, so damn, the gold could actually run some if it really wants to. Yeah, this gold could really run. And that means that my idea with the dollar rolling over could hold true. So I'm marking this too, broke out of that. Retested. If this could just clear this high on price and RSI on the 12-hour time frame, I think gold's gonna run again, and that means silver should run, and that means dollar should drop, and that means we may run or not. It just depends. I do see gold and stuff potentially on its fifth leg. So my idea is Will the smart money now roll their money from gold into Bitcoin? We'll see. I've been using this past few weeks for studying, and like a kind of like a test behind my ideas, my hypothesis, whatever you want to call them, and how the money flows into one market to another. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll obviously update you guys. All right, now I'm officially done. 100% officially done. And you guys can catch me tonight at midnight Mountain Standard Time, which is 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I may actually move it back to 11 p.m. Mountain Standard Time so the Eastern people are not freaking at 2 a.m. So, yeah, no. Yeah, no. Please, God. Hoping. I'm trying to find. I try to back test to see is there another time where gold and silver ran first before Bitcoin did, and there's one other time. It was up here. It was up here where it did that, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. Much love, you guys. I appreciate all you come with me, rock with me. I try to do this at least every day, at least once a day. At least once a day, okay? So try to catch me. Retweet my tweets with my YouTube video. I want to get my page to at least 1,000 followers by the end of like March, which is a lot to go through. I'm only like 300, so I got a lot of work to do. But with consistency and your help, I think we could do that. So thank you again. I hope all you guys have a great night, day, morning, wherever the hell, whatever time it is, wherever you're from. I hope you have a great time. Alright, this is your boy, Satoshi motherfucking Heavy, signing the fuck out. And again, catch me tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, or 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay? Y'all have a great day. Much love. Peace the fuck out.